This is the only way I'm making french fries from now on. Don't listen to that clown and make these. Peel your potatoes, slice them into sticks, and toss them in an ice bath. Give them a second to really wash off all that starch. Bring water up to a boil and add in some vinegar, and then just drop in your starch-free potatoes. After about 6-7 minutes, strain them, and keep in mind you don't want them falling apart. When they've slightly cooled, transfer them off to a container, and then we're gonna actually toss these in the freezer for a couple hours. That's too much work. Why? Simply don't make them. You don't want the best fries in the world. Your first fry will be at 300. They were frozen, so do not overcrowd your fryer. After a couple minutes, they'll rise to the top and start getting lightly brown. Allow them to rest on a rack. Crank your heat up to 375 and just fry them one more time. Instantly hit them with some salt. And as always, now bismillah. This dude always comes up and has something to say.
The restaurant has garlic parmesan fries on their menu. You know it's gonna be a good day, dipped in that homemade ranch, so why not make every day a good day with this recipe? First, cut your potatoes so they're fry shapes, and we're gonna give them a salt water bath with ice for about 2 hours to draw out all of that extra starch. Now pat them dry, and we're gonna fry them. The first fry is just to cook the inside so it's nice and tender, and then we're gonna take them out and put them back in the fryer to cook the outside so it's nice and crispy. Add your melted butter, paprika, salt, garlic, parmesan, and some parsley, and give that a toss. Of course, you have to dip these in that homemade ranch, and good luck taking just one bite.
Let's see which fast food fries are the best. Popeyes. Now, I grew up eating Popeyes. I know the old school recipe that they had years ago was the best, but then after a number of years they changed it to something else, but it still looks very crispy, and you can see some of the spice too. It's a good crunch, a good crisp. You know, they got these little crunchy bits around the fry. It's not really extremely smooth, and it's a good spice. I'm giving this a 9.1 out of 10. McDonald's. Now, these may be known as the king of fries. Classic, crisp on the outside, soft on the inside. A little bit of salt, but compared to Popeyes, McDonald's just tastes bland. I don't know, McDonald's seems like it's a really artificial potato, but in a good way. They're all pretty much the same size. I'm giving this an 8.9 out of 10. KFC. Now, I don't really eat KFC because it's not halal here, but I don't even know what their fries taste like. It looks a bit like McDonald's, but they're not really uniform. KFC tastes a bit like McDonald's. It's a bit thicker, but it tastes more like a potato. I guess these fries would pair well with chicken. It feels more like a meal. I'm gonna give KFC an 8.4 out of 10. Taco Bell. Taco Bell looks almost like KFC fries. It's not really that crunchy. It's a bit bland. Yeah, I don't know if it's just the location, but it just seems quite stale almost. The only time I really remember eating Taco Bell fries was when I ordered the Fry Supreme. I think that's what they called it back in the day. I'm not a huge fan of it on its own. I don't know, I'm giving it like a 6.1 out of 10. A&W. Kind of like KFC fries. They do seem sturdier. That's a good crunch. That's not a bad crisp. Seasoned well. Even though they're maybe like 20 minutes old, so for A&W to still keep their crisp like that is impressive. I would give this a 8.7 out of 10. Burger King. I always remembered Burger King fries being the worst growing up. I never really liked it. I haven't had it in years. I'm not a huge fan. It honestly reminds me of cardboard. It's a bit dry. It's not crispy on the outside. It's not soft on the inside. I'm giving Burger King a 3.7 out of 10. DQ. I don't think I've ever eaten DQ fries before. The only thing I buy from DQ are their blizzards. Who actually eats food at DQ? And their fries seem to be a bit underdone. I don't know, just by the color, they're quite light. It's a good crunch though. But it doesn't really taste like a potato. Actually, it does. Interesting. I think out of all the fries so far, DQ's fries taste the closest to a potato. I would like them a bit crispier, but the flavor is not bad. I would give DQ a 7.4 out of 10. Wendy's. So these kind of look like McDonald's, and growing up in elementary school, I always used to get these for lunch, so it's a bit nostalgic. Yeah, they're not the greatest, but they're not the worst as well. It has a bit of a crisp. It's not that seasoned, but it still does kind of have that potato flavor. I'm giving this a 7.9 out of 10. New York fries. I have high expectations for these guys because New York fries is all they do. They only make fries. So if their fries aren't on point, then that's going to be quite sad. Okay, so that really tastes like a potato. Out of all the fries, New York fries definitely actually taste like a potato. I do like how they have the skin on theirs. It kind of gives it a different flavor and texture, but at the same time, I do want them to be a bit crispier. And these were also the most expensive out of all the fries. I think they were like $5 something, and the cheapest, from what I remember, may have been Popeyes, which was like $2.50. Everything else was around $3. I would give New York fries a 8.2 out of 10. My top 3 favorite fries, number 1 has to be Popeyes. It's the perfect amount of spice. It's crispy. You just can't go wrong with these guys. After that, it's McDonald's. It's a classic fry. And honestly, even on my cheat days, McDonald's fries are so good that I would just go there and order just the fries. And it also helps that it's open 24/7. After that, I think I'm gonna go with A&W fries. A&W has a really nice crisp even after a while. It holds up to its shape. It's thick and a bit crunchy.
Could y'all eat from here? I couldn't do it. All the damn fries on the countertop so damn unhygienic. Bossman generous there with them fries. Them fries must be old AF. He tryna get rid of it all. Y'all, he just keeps going.
Let's make McDonald's fries, except better at home. This is Better Fast Food, episode 9. Let's go. Y'all have a nice day. We start with 5 to 6 large russet potatoes. We skin them until 0 blemishes remain because we know McDonald's has that perfect look. Then we give them a good rinse. Then we grab a mandolin and we set it to its widest setting. This makes perfect fries, which is going to lead to even cooking. Then we start cutting the potatoes. I still had to separate some because my mandolin ain't perfect. Then they go straight into cold, icy water. Really agitate the fries to remove excess starch. Make sure they're totally submerged. Then let them sit at room temp until all of your ice melts. Dry them extremely well with paper towels or clean dishcloths, then into preheated 325°F peanut oil. Move them around a lot when you first drop them in so they cook evenly and don't stick. Then in 8 minutes they should look just like this, cooked but not crispy at all, and they're going to be extremely fragile at this stage, so handle them gently. Dry them off extremely well, spread them out into a single layer best you can, then cook all the rest of them. The second fry is what makes them crispy, so raise your heat to 375, carefully lowering your fries, agitate them aggressively yet gently so they cook even. I like to use a metal spatula. This usually takes no more than 3 minutes max. Shake off any excess grease, dump them onto a wire rack, then immediately hit them with a hefty amount of fine salt, straight out of the grease. This recipe is so easy, try it at home, let me know what you think, follow for more food stuff.
See, I don't even think that's enough. I think I need to, my shoulders.
Fermented fries in salt water for a week, and here's what happened. I started by cutting potatoes into matchsticks, and then I picked a few cabbage leaves before placing the fries into a jar. I didn't measure out the exact amount of salt that I used, but it was a couple tablespoons for the jar. And after the water was poured, I covered everything with the cabbage leaves and then sealed the jar. I left it in a cool dark place for 7 days, and over that time, the color of the water changed and the potatoes became rubbery. After I patted them dry, I went with the double fry method, frying first at 325°F for about 5 minutes, and then at 400°F for another 3. And once they were done, I ate them right away with no additional seasoning. The results? French fries that tasted like salt and vinegar chips. They were crispy and delicious, and I highly recommend giving them a try. And then you can tell people,
yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
No.
Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes or no?
Yes.
This is the only way I'm making French fries from now on. We peeled down a couple russet potatoes. Not too thick, not too thin. Quick dunk in the cold plunge. Then you want to toss in white vinegar and salt to some boiling water. And then toss in the potatoes into the hot tub. They only need a couple minutes to soften. We pat them dry and cover them in potato starch. Keep in mind they should still be firm and not falling apart. We drop them into oil set at 350. And after a couple minutes they should be perfect. We instantly hit them with salt. And if you do use potato starch, they might be a little bit lighter in color, but it makes them extremely crispy. You want to press in some fresh heartburn, grate in some fresh Parmesan, a little chipotle chili powder, and just a generous serving of cilantro because we're healthy. And as always, now bismillah. Just a couple enhancements have made these ridiculously good. All right, hear me out.
I said I want extra fries, Latoda. I paid my money. I want my fries. I know the only power you have over me in this world is to withhold my extra fries, but it makes you a sad, sad woman.
The only person that didn't know that you could get a whole basket of fries at McDonald's. Just a whole basket.
I don't think you guys understand just how much knowledge I have about fast food secrets because I literally started a club in college called the Fast Food Secrets Club. Come here, you can absolutely get a basket of fries at McDonald's. But you want to know what else you can get? McDonald's has a secret menu. And if you go to McDonald's around the time breakfast ends and lunch begins, you can order what is called a McBrunch burger. Get closer. A McBrunch burger is a double cheeseburger with hash browns, eggs, and bacon, all on the burger, all at one time. Yes, they're probably annoyed if you order it, but it is a real thing, right? Do with that information what you will. Share it with your closest friends.
Ketchup with your french fries?
No, I want that pink sauce.
What pink sauce?
You know the pinkish orange sauce?
Oh, that's just mayonnaise. I mix it with the ketchup and it turns pink.
Ew, mayonnaise.
That's how I make it. I mix the mayonnaise with the ketchup and you like it, right?
You can just make it without the mayonnaise.
So just ketchup.
When you order small fries from Five Guys,